Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are reviewing UFC Fight Night on the Saudi card. This is my reaction. It just ended 10 minutes ago. And honestly, I am a bit upset. I'm a bit upset with the end fight, but you know, it's what it is. First of all, we'll start off with Pavlovich versus Rosenstrike. So Jairzinho, I think is quite not too much lower, but I'm pretty sure he is considerably lower on the rankings than Pavlovich. I thought Pavlovich might have been going a bit too tame for my liking, considering after that knockout he suffered against Aspinall, but before that, everyone was terrified of this dude because he possesses so much power. That's the thing. Jairzinho does as well, I guess. But I feel like Pavlovich, for me, I feel like, because I heard the crowd booing a lot of the time as well, I would rather Pavlovich made a statement and actually went out and got him. But obviously, it's not really that simple. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk too much about that fight, but nonetheless, yeah, that fight is what it is. Now, let's talk about Michael Venom Page against Sharabutin Magomedov. So, Michael Venom Page was my pick for this fight, and purely because of exactly how it went. Because, like we said, Shara is an amazing striker, and he's a bit unorthodox as well, and he confuses people. Like with that double spinning back fist, that was phenomenal, but... Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold as well. Michael Venom Page, bro, nobody can... You can't figure him out. So, I was saying during and before... And even after now, it proves it as well now. I was saying, I think this should have been a 5-round fight for those two. Yes, Michael Venom Page is is he 39 or 37? So he is old. But the point is, I feel like 3 rounds benefits MVP more than 5 rounds does. I feel like Shara, towards the end of the third, was getting more aggressive. And MVP seemed to be slowing down a little bit, so I feel like if it was 5 rounds, it might have been better. But I imagine if it was 5 rounds, MVP wouldn't have been so active, to be fair. So, can't really speculate too much, but I do feel like that should have been a 5-round fight. I feel like we just could have seen more of that fight, you know what I mean? Nonetheless, though, MVP did his job. He fought a wonderful fight. You can't even, discredit him for it. It was great. Shara obviously tried to figure him out. He was being a bit slow, just trying to see how to get past him, but you just can't really get past him. He MVP just does some crazy shit. He threw a spinning wheel kick against the cage, with his back against the cage, and it kind of landed, but also didn't. It didn't have enough power to actually crack him. But also, he was landing a lot of good shots as well. So that's why I was saying, Shara, I'm a bit tired. Shara has a good chin. He has quite a good chin, to be fair to him. I do have to pay him that respect. But yeah, I just feel like the fight could have been a bit longer. I would have loved a 5-round fight between those two. But nonetheless, that is Shara's first loss now. In the UFC. I'm thinking MMA in general. I think he was 18-0, so it should be 18-1 now, I think. But yeah, my question is now, what happens where does Shara go from here? Because I don't think this would have hurt his stock too much, considering that he took a big risk in fighting someone like MVP. Because when you're undefeated, you don't want to... People don't take too many risks these days, especially. But this dude said, you know what, give me MVP. I'll take on the challenge, and he did it. So, fair play to him. And he's still got a very bright future ahead of him. He's still a lot younger than MVP is. So, I'm sure he'll keep rising up the rankings. And then, MVP-wise, he did say he wants to do some more in the middleweight division. So I'm wondering what that is. I want to see it. So that's going to be exciting. And then fuck me. Yeah, I want to see what MVP does. I don't. He's too old to get. Well, he's not too old to get a title shot, but I don't think he'll get a title shot anytime soon. Where the middleweight division is. Just purely because there's so many wrestlers. Like Hamzat will just wrestle the fuck out of him. Like it's not. He. I think he's looking for more fun fights now, to be honest. But, yeah. There's just. I don't think there's any chance of him getting a title shot. Now, when you move on to the main event, there's one that upset me. Israel Adesanya versus Nasruddin Imavov. Imavov, of course, winning by round 2 KO. So, there's some people saying this was an early stoppage, but I would generally disagree, because it's actually funny. Like this is exactly what happened in my last fight. Imavov landed that hard right hand, and Izzy, because his guard just wasn't up, landed the hard right hand. Izzy dropped him to the fence, and as he was trying to get up on the fence, he ate an uppercut right to the face, which dropped him further to the ground. That's exactly what happened to me. But the reason I don't think it was an early stoppage is the fact that he was in back flat and he was throwing strikes down from on top of him. I don't know if Izzy could have got out of that situation. He was conscious of what he was doing. I'll give him that. So he was like trying to get up, but I just think he was cooked in that position. I don't think he would have done much to be able to get up from there. Like, yeah, even his coach looked at him like, bro, I don't know. I think it was a good stoppage. So, yeah, it hurts because Izzy was looking different in this fight as well. He was aggressive. He was very aggressive. He was throwing a lot of kicks, a lot of high kicks, a lot of leg kicks. He was doing very well with the leg kicks, and he seems like the Izzy that was like he would when he got hit with that uppercut. He did the thing where he used to do, where he would lean back and then throw the hook off like the back foot. So he would lean back and throw the hook like that. And the same what he used to do. He used to be more snappy. And it felt like he was more snappy. And I was excited to watch it because I prefer Izzy to be a lot more movable like he was today. But yeah, it just wasn't his night. It just wasn't his night. Obviously, everyone gets caught. The game catches up to us. Like, yeah, I guess it's Imavov's time at the moment. I just feel, I feel cheated in a way. I don't know. Like, I don't think we're ready for Izzy to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's happened now where you've got Volkanovski's been knocked out twice. Flipping Charles Oliveira gets sobbed easily by Islam Makhachev. Dustin Poirier's on the end of his career. Gaethje's on the end of his career. Gaethje gets slept, knocked out. Max Holloway gets knocked out. That never fucking happened. Kamaru got knocked out not too long ago. And now Izzy gets knocked out. Like, bro, it's actually like we're coming to the end of a proper era right now. Like, yeah, things are just changing. Things are changing, bro. Don't even know what you can say. It's just John Jones holding it down for the old heads at the moment, so yeah, just gotta firm it. I don't know where Izzy goes from here. Obviously, because of the name, he might. See, based on pure hype, he may be able to get a third fight with Pereira at light heavyweight if he wants to move up. But I don't know if he wants to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know if he wants to do that. It would make him double champ if he did choose to do it. And I'm pretty sure he does have the hype around his name. He's a legend of the sport. He's a legend of the UFC. So he could make that call to Dana and say, look, I want the trilogy with Poatan, because it will be a big fight. It's a big money fight. So He could choose to do that maybe, or like, I know the next challenge is probably it's Ankalaev next, and then after that it might be Yuri, I think. So maybe he has a number one contender fight with Yuri to see if he wants to take on Alex, but I don't know. I just don't know where he goes from here, especially in the middleweight division, because now you've got Hamzat probably get the next title shot after Strickland, and I think Hamzat will be the champion at some point. Then you've got Imavov moving up as well, further up the rankings. Like, he took a big jump today. Yeah, you just don't know where he's going to go from here, really. I don't see where he can go. Hopefully he doesn't retire right now. I don't want him to retire right now. But yeah, we just got to see what happens from here. It's a sad day. But yeah, we'll see where the future takes us in 2025. And yeah, I'll leave it there with you guys. That's my opinions on the card. The card overall, not too bad. It was a decent card for a fight night card. Yeah. Just Izzy being knocked out hurts. It just hurt. I think it hurt everyone, to be honest. But just gotta firm it. I'll leave it there, and I'll do a showcase for Izzy just to make us all a bit happier. And yeah, peace out.